Yes, welcome again our viewers for today's class. Today we shall continue with our trigonometric ratio, that is lesson 2, and we started by apologizing that yesterday we could not be able to broadcast our lesson. We were not able, but as from Friday, you are welcome. We shall be live on our YouTube. At least we have our YouTube channel, and we shall be able to move together. So today we want to do another example with that is concerning trigonometric ratio with a combination of elevation and depression. That is a topic that we learned in Form 2. Let's look at our example and see what we have to offer. Example 2, that is example 2 of our trigonometric ratio. We have at the point A, David, you can call him Kamau if you want, or any other name. Observe the top of a tall building for at an angle of 30 degrees. After moving for 100 meters towards the foot of the building, he stopped at point B. At point B, where you observed it again at an angle of 16 degrees. Find the height of the building. Find the height of the building. So we are told this is a person whom you can give any other name. We are told it is David, who observed the top of a tall building at an angle of 30 degrees. Then after moving for a distance of 100 meters towards the foot of the building, he stopped at point B, where he observed it again at an angle of 60 degrees. Then we are required to find the height of the building. What we can analyze this statement, we can put this statement into a picture form or into an image form where we can be able to analyze it well. So all this writing, we analyze it or we put it into an image or something that we can be able to see, a sketch that we can be able to see and analyze. So we analyze it step by step, and we can start from here where we are told it is a point David. So David is standing at a point. Of course, this is an horizontal floor, so this is a floor. So he is standing somewhere here. Then we are told he observed the top of a tall building. A building is something that is vertical, and we are told it is tall. So when he is here, he is observing this building at the top of this building at an angle of 30 degrees. At an angle of 30 degrees. This is an angle of elevation. So when he is standing here, he is elevating his eyes at an angle of 30 degrees. Therefore, that is the line of the site. So he is observing the top of the building at an angle of 30 degrees. Then we are told again he moved 100 meters from where he was towards the foot of the building. Therefore, he moved 100 meters towards the foot of the building, and he moved 100 meters. He moved 100 meters. So we can assume this is point Q, where he moved at a distance of 100 meters. Then he elevated his eyes again to see this building. And we are told this time round, he elevated his eyes at an angle of 60 degrees. We are required to find this height. We are required to find this height, or the height of the building. How tall is the building? Now, here, using the trigonometric ratio, using the elevation and the depression, we can be able to find the value of h. Now, I want us to give this from point Q to point to the bottom of the foot of the building. I want us to call this one x. I want us to call that one x before we find the height of the building. And now, using the trigonometric ratio, that is the soccer tower that we learned about. We said, how do we find this angle here? Using tan, we can find that tan 30 degrees, we can explain it as height over, which is opposite now, of adjacent. And adjacent, it is 100 plus x. Therefore, tan 30 degrees is equal to x, not x, but this opposite, which is h, over 100 plus x. This distance here, which is 100 plus x. Then again, we want to find h here. Now, we can also write this h in terms of x again here by considering this angle here, which is tan 60. Tan 60 degrees will be equal to opposite over adjacent, and in this case our adjacent now will be x. Therefore, can it be h over x? If you look at this equation, our point of interest is finding h. It's our h. Therefore, we can make h in the first equation as a subject of the formula, and also make h in the second equation as the subject of the formula. Now, in our first case, our h will be equal to tan 30 degrees in bracket 100 plus x. You can see what we've done here. We want to be left with h here. So if you multiply with 100 plus x here, you eliminate this denominator, and you do the same case to the other side. Therefore, h in our first equation, it is equal to tan 30 multiplied by this denominator here. This is what we've done here. So we can also make h the subject of the formula in the second formula, where we have tan 30, tan 60 degrees is equals to h over x. Our x here, we can multiply by x here, and we multiply by x the other side, so that we are left with the h on one side, such that we shall have h is equals to tan 60 degrees x. And having this one now, this is h, this is h. Therefore, it means tan 60 degrees x is equal to this other one, tan 30 degrees in bracket 100 plus x. Up to there we are right. So we want now to find the value of x. We want to find the value of x. So tan 60 degrees is equals to 1.17325 x is equal to, you can use your calculator to find tan 60 or tan 30. This will be equal to 0.5774 into 100 plus x. All of us, I guess we are there. Then from here, we group the rectangles. We form an equation whereby we are required to find the value of x, and we can open the bracket here. So we shall have 1.17325x is equal to 0.5. Sorry, if you multiply this one by 100, you get 57.74 plus 0.5774x. 0.5774x. Therefore, in group the right times, we take the right terms, we take this one, the value 0.5774, the other side. Therefore, we shall have 1.17325x minus this one, 0.5774x is equals to 57.74. Then from there, when we subtract this one, we shall get 1.1554x is equal to 57.74. We're going to be left with x on one side. We divide by x. We divide by x. The value of not x, sorry, we want to be left with x. Therefore, here we divide by 1.1554 and the other side by 1.1554. We are left with x. If you divide this one using our calculator, you'll find 49.99. So we can call it 50. We can round it off. So this one will be 50 meters. Our x is 50 meters. But remember, we are required to find the height of the building, of the wall. So in our case, we are having 50 meters is the value of x here. But we want to find our h. Remember our second equation where we were saying h is equals to, our h is equal to tan. Sorry. So we said tan 60 degrees. We can give it by having a ratio of h over x. And in our case, we found it is 50 meters. Therefore, our h will be equal to tan 60 degrees multiplied by 50. Our tan 60 is equals to 1.17325 multiplied by 50. This one will give us something to do with sorry, maybe we can do it. We can do it and find. We can use our calculator. Maybe you can provide me with one here. Yeah, provide me with that calculator. Yes. Yeah. Tools are there to make work easier. So we can multiply that one using our calculator. 1.17325 multiplied by 1.17325 multiplied by 50. It will give us 58.6625, so we can call it 59 meters. That is the height of the building. That is 59 meters. That's the value of this h here. Again, it is CC as you've seen. So just make a follow it up to the last point. If you have any question, if you have any problem, you can just you can just contact us through our Facebook, through our we have a page also, Trigonemotric Credible Foundation for Society, giving back to the society. You can subscribe to our YouTube. You can raise your concern. You can raise your question. We shall be able to help one another. Our YouTube, we shall be live again from Friday, so you can just follow us from 8. From 8, we shall be live in our YouTube. And if you want to get more videos on our other lessons, we have equation of straight line indices and more lessons, more videos on our lessons. You can subscribe to our YouTube. You can just go to the YouTube or you can go to the Google. Just Google Trigonemotric Credible Foundations. You find us there. You find our videos there. Just subscribe, like our videos, follow us. We shall be able to help one another, because this is a time, we said again, we need one another of the more. And remember, Corona is real. Remember, COVID-19 is real. We need to remember each and every time, wear our mask, I'm alone in my house, I'm working from home, so I don't need to wear a mask at home. When you're moving out, you're moving to the public, make sure you wear your mask, sanitize, wash your hands, make sure you maintain the hygiene and nutrition value that will keep you moving on, even at this valley that we are in, and gone above. For all of us, we shall be able to move out of this situation, and God shall help us. Shalom, shalom. May we have a good night.